Comrades, friends and fans, members of the Rat Pack, and all those who are new to Wargame AirLand Battle, welcome. This is the moment we've all been waiting for a very long time. The campaign for Wargame AirLand Battle, including a pact, a pact, and a NATO campaign. That's right, 2 of each, ranging from easy to medium to hard to very hard difficulty, and duration being from very small all the way up to long. We'll take it from the top and start as the Soviets during the Die Hard campaign here, and also there's a dynamic campaign that's also been released, as well as many new maps, and the star system. The command stars have been removed, so all vehicles in the game are now unlocked for you to play at any time. So if you don't have this, pick it up now on Steam. Let's get into it. Sorry for the delay. I will read everything for you. Here we go. Description. While its main offensive has almost reached the Rhine, the critical situation of the Warsaw Pact is now becoming catastrophic on the fronts in Bulgaria, Romania, and the Crimea. Forced to sit around the negotiating table in Geneva, the USSR and its allies, victorious in Europe, have considered the antebellum ruling if they don't want to see NATO's Mediterranean troops reach Czechoslovakia. But General Gruber, commander of the 1st East German Army, suggests to his Soviet superiors that they launch a lightning offensive in Denmark. His plan? To paralyze the port of Arus with the support of the 22nd Panzer Regiment and the Soviet 510th Tank Brigade, and to block NATO's most important reinforcement point. If this audacious maneuver succeeds, the negotiations could quickly turn into the Pact's advantage, and all sacrifices we have made to reach the Rhine will not be in vain. Very strong advantage for the Pact. Scenario details: seizing Arus in less than 5 days. Scenario balance favors the Pact. Expected Pact reinforcements: Day 1, Motor Schützen, Regiment 9, mechanized, Europe Reserve. So, let's get it done. We will, it was set to be easy, so let's play against the computer on easy, comrades. And here we go. Alright, launch the offensive. First objective, the 227th GDS Tank Regiment must drive the Swedish tanks that are defending Malmö from the field. Caution: a combat group that sustains total defeat or beats a retreat will be routed. It will then be immobilized for 1 turn. If attacked by an opponent, it will be destroyed. You know what you have to do. Route the Swedish towards Copenhagen and pursue to finish them off. Day 0, 6 a.m. NATO 0 morale points. Pact 0 morale points. Yours truly, of course, commander of all Pact forces here. Your forces await your orders. So, this is the major campaign map. As you can see, we have ships available, the Soviets in the Baltic Sea, and NATO troops in the Norwegian and North Sea over here by Great Britain. We can't zoom around too much. We can do a little moving, but that's about it. You can see here we have the major capitals of Norway's Oslo, a strategical sector. This will explain everything to us, but this first episode will be slow and go. Unfortunately, I'll have to explain everything to everyone, so for those of you who want action, you'll have to just wait a little bit, but let's explain how everything works first. NATO now has 25 morale points since they started with that. So here's the strategical sector. The number on the right, sector's name representing, for instance, the airplane icon means that the sector has a military airport for airlifted troop deployment. The marine icon means that the sector has a harbor for combat troops deployment. So, as you can see there, Stockholm has a little anchor next to it, which means that if captured, it not only gives us extra political points, which we can use up here. Those points indicate the trust of political leaders. Use those points in order to deploy battle groups or strategic strikes. And also over here, let's see, I thought there was one. Yes, Copenhagen has the airport. So as you can see here, there are the Swedish troops who are now last stand in Malmö. They must defend Copenhagen with the Danes as they try to, they're basically surrounded by all Soviet troops here. And looks like we have our 227th Guards Tank Regiment here. Looks like a T-64. And here's a listing of all the troops in that command unit. You have Motor Strelaki, Strela, Sapri, Spetsnaz, multiple command units, multiple support units. There's actually no way to scroll down unless I click. T-72 A's and B's. Recon includes BRDM, helicopters and planes there. You should be familiar with it by now. So basically that's our first move, is to attack the Swedes here at Malmö, aka Malmö. There's Gothenburg, Halmstad, Stockholm, and actually every major city in Sweden is the centerpiece of a strategic sector, and it probably appears that we might not own the entire, we might not have that under our control, but definitely a successful naval launch to possible Stockholm, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, our mission then is to take them out. So we can either rest and refit, rest for the day, the group will recover 1% of the initiative, or we can send our orders to attack the Swedes at Malmö. Obviously, that's what we're going to have to do. So let the games begin. Raptor's first move in Wargame AirLand battle. Also, this is the first time I'm playing the campaign, so I might not know a lot. So for those of you who want to give tips to everyone else, please go ahead and do so. Hour of the day. Orders are issued at 8 a.m. I'm also hearing from the Rat Pack that battles only last a few hours and that you'll have to continue the next day. We'll get into that more. Here we go. Let's begin. Troops are now approaching Malmö, and we have an engagement. All right. Conflict. A conflict is occurring in Malmö at 12 p.m. Starting points 1,750. We must achieve 1,500 for victory. Starting points for the Swedes for the let's see, the Panzer Brigade is 1,250. Victory points 3,000. Obviously, what are our orders here? We can also see the map of what the engagement will look like. And this is a new map that I've never seen before, and it looks actually pretty accurate to the area. As you can see, there kind of is could possibly have a river, so that's really cool. And it looks like they're weakened as well. Let's destroy them as necessary. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also check out and look for all those other multiplayer games here. We have 2 Copenhagen, and it looks like we're coming from Kalmar, and so we want to get to Halmstad or Copenhagen. We actually want to head towards Copenhagen, so let's do that now. Whew. Alright, I'm very nervous. I don't know what to expect. I've heard the campaign is hard, but that doesn't really scare me. What does is the unpredictability and BS-ness of any AI, where they will launch, you know. We're probably surrounded by enemy FOBs right now, knowing how the enemy plays. Speaking of FOBs, though, we are going to... ooh, look at that. We could actually flank them right from the bottom down there. So let's go ahead and do that. In fact, they may even try to do that to us. They may be more in a defensive stance, but we are going to call out MI2s. What I want to do here then is we do need to at least have 1,500 points to kind of be successful here. So I'm going to at least try to cut them off here at the Copenhagen reinforcement point, and that will cut off their strategic air force and also any, wow, look at all those vehicles we can call out. Any vehicles you call out and lose, you lose permanently, so it's best to play smart during these campaigns. So yours truly is going to start them with T-72As. Let's bring in probably 8 of these. And by the way, hold shift and left click to call out multiple numbers of those troops. I'm also getting a lot of tips from you guys on holding the left shift and then clicking left click to have vehicles automatically unload, and to have helicopters automatically land and unload, or just land, like if they're for instance, if they are a like a Gazelle or something, or maybe a MI2, it will automatically make them land. Alright, so since I didn't make this deck, I kind of have to peek through and look of what we have to work with. I'm going to try to call out all points possible, and especially we're going to need anti-aircraft cover on this left side due to the fact that the enemy does have a reinforcement point on this left side. Strela there to start with, and then let's see, a buck if we've got it, which we do. We're going to put that as close to the bridge as we can. Now, the Swedes may try to cross there, so we're going to need some extra defenses. Probably bring up our better homies for that. 72B1s will watch. And we have our command secure there, so I'm actually just going to place random recon around just to kind of watch our flanks. We could even be attacked from the right side, so I'll spread out for that. So, let the games begin. Good luck to yours truly, and of course the computer. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so immediate engagement of enemy forces. Holy crap. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, we're already losing a Strela. Got to get that out of there. Oh my god. Well, that was unfortunate. But we already have 275 points. That's good. BMPs, I suppose we can unload those. And BRDM, have that move over there. I also have assigned quick keys if I haven't made that announcement, so that's good. Alright, MI2s are going to have to fly around a little bit. It's a hot day here. Wow, we're getting a lot of good points here. By the way, our battle can only last 20 minutes, so we must make sure we finish off all the Swedes here. It looks like they've just taken some big losses there, so, and they've actually lost their Copenhagen reinforcement route. Maybe that's just where they could call in troops. Anyway, time for everything to move. And I'm actually gonna, you know what? I'm gonna keep all those troops there. Okay, Strela should be actually coming this way. And MI2. So we've got a FOB we can capture, LRBV, which is a looks like a transport's hauling ass out of there. Oop. Looks like the Swedes are bringing up more troops. Okay. So those are all troop transports, including those right there. We could bring in strategic bombers to deal with those, but why risk the points when we have the tanks? MI2 is not even detecting anything too devastating to our forces, so we could actually capture the Copenhagen point. Ooh, they've got a command here now. Delicious. That's going to be very good for our hungry Soviet troops. They're going to gobble that up, and it will push us closer to that 1,550 point goal. Also pulled the BMPs over here just to block for any possible helicopters or anything that would drop off troops, but I didn't think they would, and they haven't so far. We'll push our BRDM-2 over there. Looks like we've got some... Oh, S-tank? Nope. Looks like the... I forget the name of that. It's a supply vehicle, though, and used by the Brits and the Swedes. And it looks like they're bringing in 2 of them, so that shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Troops are now arriving. We're going to actually continue to move fast across. Actually, let's capture this FOB and refuel and rearm if needed. And it looks like supply vehicles are coming right for us, so that is good. We'll continue to push across this field, and we should be able to at least get to 1,000 points. Meanwhile, I think I'll also attack over here with some tanks. So let's push our tanks across up here as well. And we'll deal with any advancing Swedish infantry. And we will probably not engage those, but we'll try to take out those transports. Ambafil or something. The 101. We will try to capture those. And we're going to actually try to avoid any type of Swedish armor and have them come face to face with Soviet armor. Alright, so the reason is I don't want to take any BMP losses. And our Strela are doing a good job of defending. Oh, BMPs are firing ATGMs. That's going to be down to 2 for the PVs. Uh-oh. Oh, you bitch. Alright. ATGMs are firing on both sides. Swedes are going to have another accurate hit on the BMPs here. Unacceptable. But at least their ATGMs are done. Now, for what they've taken out with the with their ATGMs, we can go ahead and we can just have our troops stay back and defend the FOB. Obviously, whatever else is around is probably in that city, so we're going to have the Strela move up. T-72s are going to watch the bridge here, and 3 groups of 2 will engage that main city here on the way to Copenhagen, which is just through this bridge, apparently. So good. Alright, so this is going to be a good one. We've got 15 minutes to finish this off. We're closer to 1,500 points. Still slow and go, though. Again, this is I've not touched this campaign until showing you guys. I wanted to wait. I know I was eager to play it. I was at work all day just thinking about this, and oh boy, listening to the Rat Pack on the channel and talking all about strategies and stuff really made me want to play. So let's spread out up here then and see if we can find any enemy groups. I hope we don't find any ATGMs. I'm sure we will. I'm sure I'll lose a tank, but it's worth it to try to advance against the enemy troops. Ambafils are trying to flee. I don't know if there's infantry in there yet. I should have brought more recon, but it's alright. We can at least clean up enemy tanks. There's that Swedish transport that just got hit in the side. And there is the infantry. Parasites. Back those asses up. T-72s. Ah, bastards. They're actually losing more on transports than they have anything else, I think. Get those parasites out of there and we'll be fine. Alright, PVV. Oh, wait a minute now. Command unit has retreated out of here. Let's actually see if we can cut him off. Come up here with our tanks. Some rat packers play a little bit more defensively, and I at least want to attack here. See what the what solutions we can make to what problems we have. Motor Strelica are pretty damaged. Put those in the city. Block off any future reinforcements. Looks like our recon was hit. Close, but no cigar ATGM. ATGM now destroyed by the T-72s. Called it. French-based program. Au revoir. Alright, so we've got a full retreat now of their troops. What could that be? That's got to be a command. Hope it is. Probably just a supply vehicle. Let's keep moving forward and cut them off. Time to completely encircle them here. Or at least cut them off at the bridge. We do have a lot more points now to work with. Ah, there's a command vehicle. Very good. Bring up that helicopter now. No need to engage the supply truck. Hit that command over there. Ooh, nice. No Gregory for you. What's over here? Another supply vehicle. T-72As are now going to advance. Now the Swedes are going to have some type of trap in the forest there. So what I'm going to do is bring up as many motor Strelica as I can, which is going to be about 6 of them there. And also the ones that we lost are going to have to come up as well. Ooh, AA group took out that helicopter. That's a little sad. Parasites there. Now this is what this game will consist of, is a lot of, you know, one guy with one grenade sitting in a bush waiting for a T-80U to drive by, and then he'll take your tank out. So we're almost to 1,000 points. Our infantry then will push through on both sides of Dmitry here and try to capture that city. I'm not going to go too near that with tanks, of course, but we will need it to defend against any rogue units that are moving around, and hopefully that'll provide good security for everything. We're actually going to have these 2 T-72 groups move back to the right, and boy, are they sucking up a lot of fuel. Buck's still out in the open, Strela still out in the open. Motor Strelica are going to move to the BMP 1P now, and I think I'm going to keep some of the motor Strelica down here just in case they try to recapture that. So the Swedes are weakened, and this is from a different campaign. You know, I'm now in charge because of it. So you know, this is why they're not up to full fighting strength. They've been demoralized, pushed back, and now they have a lack of supply. And so that's basically what's going to go down here for this campaign. I think what we'll do is we'll have 4 of them on the right side and 2 of them on the left side. It should just take a little bit for them to get into position. I will bring up the rest of these reinforcements now. And I'm actually going to keep our initial capture point there and also try to capture the Copenhagen reinforcement point ASAP, which should be just a couple seconds as we get enough points to do that. Everything else in the center here is worthless because it costs, it's basically 0. It may as well just be a bunch of zeros. Okay, so BMPs, once they get there, I'm going to try to use all the infantry to reinforce. And now it's also going to be time to bring up supply truck. BMPs are now going to empty. Hotkey there. T-72s are in good defensive positions. Even though we don't have recon at the moment, the enemy is not going to bring out very much until we probably attack this last zone. We've only got a little bit of time, though. Only 10 minutes. Thinking of a strategy here. Wondering if the enemy will probably call out, I'm sure they will probably call out aircraft as soon as there's those motor Strelica are spotted. I'm sure they have one last thing up their sleeve. Of course, if we put it on hard or something, it would have been a little different, but this seems to play a little bit more like they had intended. Kind of a nice tutorial to the campaign, which is good. which is good. It should be easy. The first mission should at least give you a little breather. So it seems like every episode of this campaign will be, you know, us recapping the previous events and then going on to playing the next mission. So as you can see, the Panzer Brigade is almost destroyed here, and looks like they're retreating with their supply vehicles, which is good, which means they don't got much left. So what I'm going to do is bring up these groups here and just sit outside of Dmitry as these motor Streliki move in, and we'll bring up our buck as well. Alright, meanwhile, these troops should be getting into these transports. There we go. We'll have this last one pick them up. Looks like the enemy moved their command. Smart. Oh, a lot of transports moving away. Alright, we're going to move back into the forest and be concealed. And we're going to get these BMPs rocking in just a moment. They should be used for the last attack on Halmstad. So let's move our BMPs up into the, just up here. And T-72 should cut off any reinforcements. Strela will be nicely hidden. And our buck's going to support. So we've got our BMPs ready for the final push. So hopefully by the time they arrive, Dmitry will be ours. Or at least almost clear of enemies. Looks like enemies are on the run already. The Swedes are retreating back to a better defensive position. And it looks like we've got them completely on the run. AA fire, or autocannons firing there. Time to make sure we completely push them out. BMP should provide a good base of fire against infantry in that city there. And we'll try to actually just slam into that directly. Too close though. Too bad we don't have grenades. Alright, let's have our troops unload and BMPs back off a little bit. Oh, hold on a second. We got hit from down here. Lost a motor Streliki group. From my yep, there's that T-80U killer right there. So that attack was stopped by just one ATGM down there. Kind of unfortunate. But that's exactly what I knew would happen. One little unit hidden off way over in the distance stops the transports. So motor Streliki are going to continue to push through then. T-72s will push in. BMPs will push up. Ah, looks like they're actually attacking. Oh, look at this! Clever girl. Oh, I see. Wow, look at that. So they had recon. For no reason, the computer just knew where our command was. That's complete BS right there. These troops that are advancing used to sit here, and they should have sat there the whole time. Because they had, of course, if my command was in the middle of the frickin' ocean, they would have tried to swim to it and stab it. Because that's what Swedes do, I guess. Anyway. Motor Streliki are advancing on the final positions here. Tanks should be able to finish off the parasites, no problem. We should be to our main points in just a moment. We have an enemy supply vehicle capture. We're low on fuel and stuff, but no matter. I planned for this just because I knew we wouldn't be going too far. Looks like we're going to have to kill some vehicles up close. ATGMs again. Only killing a BMP. And we're almost there. 5 minutes left. Let's get it done. Send in the rest of our troops. Send in the clowns. BMPs are still on defense there. Boris is under the enemy command again. Very funny how they keep advancing like that. They just capture zones for no reason. Okay, we're going to have these BMPs load up again in advance. And I'm going to have these T-72s just push in. And if we can, I'm actually going to call out one recon helicopter all the way to the right. And we're also going to buy... Wow, expensive bombers. Let's see if we can buy just one helicopter. Let's get two. 2 helicopters as well. T-72s are taking cover there. We've got some on the ridge. Motor Strelicky should be moving in. The command will probably try to flee, but if he does, there's one way out. And there he goes. So these choppers down here should catch him fairly soon. We're gonna have to go way to the right, though. Rest assured there's something in these woods. The game creators have planned for that. I'm more than certain. Okay, time to back up. Don't let them get any kills from that. Good. Okay, 4 minutes. We need 300 more points. Looks like they've got random troops transports out in the open. Transport there. Just nothing but transports for the Swedes. Not very familiar with their AA systems either. They're all basically called, like, you know, PB and Y, PB and J. So that could be AA for all I know. That's actually a tow right there, so that's 55. 3 minutes left, time to advance. Ah, there it is. Exactly where I knew he would go. So that's going to bring us right up to the point total, I believe. Actually, that's probably worth 110. So whatever's up here, we'll finish off as well. Hopefully it's worth a little bit more. It should say something other than computer. It should say, like, Swedes about to die, or, you know, something pleasant. Okay. So now with some more troops remaining down here, we're just going to bring in tanks to finish them off. See if we can quickly do that in the 3 minutes we've got left. Looks like there's another command up there. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. Ain't no escape. It's basically a Volkswagen band. Oh, this guy is stoned. He's eating Doritos and he's panicking. It looks like the frickin'... It looks like Scooby-Doo is in there. Oh, look at all these command vehicles. That's it. We've got this in the bag. So we'll have this mystery machine taken out. Zoinks. Alright, and then we've just got to take out the last one. 2 minutes left. That is game. There's no way they're going to escape. Oh, we got them. So, anyway, friends and fans, that will be the end for this. We'll go over kind of our... Wow, why did these things not fire when I told them twice? Anyway, that's the end of that. So there we go. We made it with 2 minutes left to spare. Wow. So, the computer was totally defeated. A total victory for us. Winner, I guess. Lieutenant General with... I don't know exactly what what the points there means. I guess command points through taking the objectives and such. So, anyway, until next time, friends and fans, Raptor reminding you to like, comment, and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this campaign, baby. Remember, die hard. Oh, and yippee-ki-yay, Mother Russia. Bye. Well, welcome back, comrades. Hello once again, friends and fans. Raptor here, continuing to die hard, baby, as we continue the Wargame AirLand battle campaign.